Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Jaguars going up against the Colts. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. An early season tilt, and when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Meanwhile, first quarter, we get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. Bortles now on first down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's brought down. They'll get 16 yards there. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. On play action, now Bortles. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got it to Hurns. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the gun, it's Bortles. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is that now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. 390.
They'll give it here to Brown. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the... Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. Yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. It's a tight game here early. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. So on 4th down, the Jags send out Brad Nortman to punt. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. This is taken at about the 14.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run. This is Brown. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. Now it's Brown. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run the option left. He can run for it, and he will. Cuts it out here, left sideline. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come up in an offset eye. This is Brown on the carry. Muscles him off. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They send Thomas out to the right by himself. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And the Colts coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now,
time now to see what this defense can do. 2nd quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. first down. Bortles. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, here's Bortles. Caught out left side by Robinson. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Throwing on first down is Bortles. He finds Hearns left side. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. They go play action here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Pass interference. Defense.
Certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So we're in the third quarter. We'll see how this defense handles the upcoming drive as the offense takes over with a 1st and 10. Bortles now on first down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Now the ball comes loose, and they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from... Beginning of the drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the third quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
2 yards to go here on 3rd down. So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards.
Delay of game, offense. Still 3rd down.
7 yards remain now on 3rd down. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Brad Nordman now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 18. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here. Perhaps one more stop could do it for this defense. They'll head out here with a 2-score lead in tow in this 4th quarter. And now out come the Jags. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friends.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last drive, perhaps one more stop could do it for this defense. They'll head out here with a 2-score lead in tow in this 4th quarter. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Too quick to the trigger that time. Neutral zone infraction, and that'll cost him 5 yards. They send Thomas out to the right by himself. And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment defense.
Just like that.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Lee's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Jags are going to have a first down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now whistles here. And I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
Offense.
So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards. And now 1st and 15. Shotgun now for Bortles. Finding time. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's Bortles to throw. It's caught right side. It turns. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Hurns. A big possession coming up here. This defense, they've been tested all game long. Now they'll look to protect this slim fourth-quarter lead. Bortles now on first down. Surveying the field. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
A big possession coming up here. This defense, they've been tested all game long. Now they'll look to protect this slim fourth-quarter lead. Bortles now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Shift together here from the D-line. Bortles to throw on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. We just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is. And
he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jags are There's not a whole lot of margin for error for this defense right now. Trailing in the fourth, they need a stop. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. That goes for a gain of 31.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? It's patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. But this drive, oh, he's come alive and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards there on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
Boy, where would these guys be with...
And another timeout taken by the Colts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. On second down, here's Bortles. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touch.
Start of the drive here, fourth quarter, and this defense looking for a stop. a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Well, week one behind us now. Always tough to start the season on the losing side.
It is, but you know, the teams that know how to recover, that understand it's just week one, are the teams that will sustain and end up having a good season.
So for Jacksonville, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.